Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
Hello everyone, welcome back for a wee bit of the guest booking. It's been quite the day, and I'm not going to dwell on that too much, but everyone that sent kind messages and stuff, thank you, genuinely, means a lot. But there's other people out there going through worse, so give them your support when you can. But hopefully with this stream, give you a wee bit of escapism for maybe a couple of hours, and you know, have some fun, right? So, guest today is one of the latest in a long line of fantastic wrestlers to come out of the Chikara Wrestle Factory. Please welcome Molly McCoy.
Hey everybody! It's me, Molly McCoy. We're hanging out, playing Twitch with Wrestling Without Context. We're gonna raise money for the Philly Bail Fund, and it's gonna be sweet. I put together the best possible card. You're all gonna get blown away, and I cannot wait. This is gonna be awesome.
We're gonna get blown away. Why are we holding this in a wind tunnel?
Are we holding it on a what?
In a wind tunnel?
Oh, does it sound like I'm in a wind tunnel? Oh, I only have the fan on.
No, it's like, why would you hold
Yes,
the
we
phone
are
in a
holding
wind tunnel?
yes.
Because
You're not even going to be able to see. Your eyes are going to get blown out of the back of your head, but trust me,
And
even after you can't see, it's going to be great.
blown out the back of your head, but in a good way.
Yes, in the best possible way. You're going to really enjoy it.
Hello people in the chat, Chainsaw, Hippo, Tigre, hello. So let's book us a show. So Molly, what is your opening match?
Are we doing Candy Lee versus Kelly Kelly for the opener? I believe.
Yeah, I preemptively got everyone, by the way, to the regular viewers, for the reason that I wasn't sure. Basically, the new DLC came out last night, but the thing is that temporarily messes up the mods.
Or
And
something like I know, but I'm not really all that sure.
basically stuff that improves little things here and there we can do with the game. Updates to the game set that back so you can't use them because they're not compatible with the current version of the game, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah,
So
now that makes sense.
I'm holding off on updating until this stream is done. But I'm going to be having fun with that. It's free DLC where you can create your own moves.
Ooh, alright. Like that.
So opening match, Kelly Kelly versus Candy Lee.
Match that I know Candy has probably been waiting on her whole life.
She didn't book it on her own one. She booked Jamie Senegal against Kelly Kelly.
Who did Candy book herself against anybody?
Nick Gage.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. Why does everybody in queer wrestling want to fight Nick Gage? I swear that's the thing that's been going on. Every single queer wrestler I know is like, I want to fight Nick Gage. I tried to initially book Joshua Wells against Nick Gage, because Gage is also one of his favorite wrestlers. And Josh was like, why do you want to send me to die?
It's funny you say that. When we had Josh on, he told a story about Nick Gage.
Oh, was it about how he's MDK now? Because Gage
Yeah.
got him into the PCW show? Yeah. Kids with me, he's MDK.
The thing is, like, I can picture it and everything. And like, afterward, he said afterwards, do you know Johnny Blood?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, so like Johnny was there, and he said that Johnny was like, after he walked through into the crowd, like Johnny was one of the first people that he saw, and Johnny was like, "Dude, did Nick Gage just get you into this show?
Dude, yeah.
Are you MDK now?"
Good for him, man.
So, what was your second match?
I'm pulling up the card in my notes right now. Oh my god, it's me! It's me and my family. Myself and Boomer, along with the throwbacks, Asher Hatfield and Mr. Touchdown. And then we are going to wrestle the Street Profits and Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae, the world's cutest tag team.
What attire do you want, by the way?
Oh, I like that one that we've got right there when I was rocking the trunks. Or not the trunks, the tights. Rock the trunks now, because they're easier to put on, mostly, than the tights.
Right. The chat can now see the game because I'm a dumbass.
Can't see the game, yeah.
Yeah, I still had like the graphic I made for you up, so, you know, because it's not one of my streams if I don't like mess up technologically somehow.
You're doing a lot better than I would. I am not a technologically advanced person.
So, yourself, Boomer, Dasher, Touchdown. Against fourth, Angelo Dawkins.
Apologies if I'm not talking a whole lot because I'm also trying to get the link out on Twitter.
Oh, of course, of course.
Everybody can hop in here.
Who was the other two for that match again?
Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae.
That's quite a team.
Yeah, I'm aware this team does not make a whole lot of sense. However, I could not pick who I wanted myself and Boomer to wrestle because Street Profits and World's Cutest Tag Team are both like dream teams that it's like, man, if someday we could wrestle them, that would be incredible. So I decided, you know what? Just wrestle both of them at once.
So, yeah, I mean, I'd watch that match.
I don't know who the faces and heels are in this match. Does it really matter? Nah. This is like, you know, one of those BCW scrambles where you're like, I don't know if there's a heel or face in here. It's just we're gonna do a whole lot of cool spots, and that's about it.
I mean, like, one of the first guest booker ones we had was when we had Viper on. And on the same one I had my friend Maya, who I stream with sometime on, and we let her book a full show as like a pre-show and ran it all at high speed. And Maya literally just booked like people she's got the hots for, and
Great.
and ended up getting the top score for a long time.
That's how you gotta do it. I think that's the secret.
And then like Faye Jackson near enough did the same for most of her card, and
Oh, that
like,
doesn't surprise me at all.
and she's top of the leaderboard now. So,
Oh my god.
all right. So what was next?
Next, I did, my dude, Big Calix. This is, Effie.
And I've actually called him Big Calix in the game, by the way.
Great. Good.
Against. Who was it again, sorry?
Effie.
I forget to get Effie.
Figure Effie likes a nice big bear, so
Right.
I did that for both of them.
Everyone's used to this. I always mess up somehow. I need to get Effie. He will say yes because we've booked him before. So.
Great. Good. Please say yes, Effie. I'll be so upset if you say no. We had such a good rapport, Effie.
There, he said yes.
Hey, wonderful.
Back to booking the event.
I need to tell you about the time he introduced me to Jake Atlas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was very funny because this was at GCW versus Beyond, and I had never met before. So I was saying hi to Effie because I'd met him before, and he happened to be talking to Jake. So we said hi to one another, and Effie's like, "Oh my God, is this the first time the two of you are meeting? This is so cool! Isn't this just so awesome? Like how wrestling just brings us all together, and like you guys get to meet now, and you're two awesome people and everything." And Jake and I were kind of just like, So anyway, it's really cool to meet you.
Effie's one of the people I really want to get on to do one of these.
Oh, he's such a sweetheart. I love him.
He's said he's game for it. It's just a case of trying to sort out when, because obviously he does a lot of his own streaming and
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure we'll get him at some point.
Whole partnership between your two Twitch channels.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when the next one will be because it's kind of tough to do these without the mods, because one of the things that happens in this game, ordinarily, is sometimes if you try to book wrestlers from like another company or free agents, they might no-show.
Oh, so it's just like real life.
So like, it's usually like, say if you've booked them in a match style that they're not happy with or whatever. But
okay.
like, basically having the mods active means that doesn't happen. So, so that won't happen to you here.
Wonderful. Great. I'm glad everybody I've booked likes me enough to show up.
So, Calyx, Effie, who's next?
Calyx, Effie, and then another good friend, Still Life with Apricots and Pears, Wrestling, MV Young.
Oh, Boomer Hatfield's in the chat. Hello, Boomer.
Boomer! There he is. But I would have been really upset if he didn't show up. Glad you have the wherewithal to show up, Boom Boom.
Yeah, the only good Boomer.
Only good Boomer. You've still gotten an okay Boomer chant in matches, though.
You should go the whole hog and like Billum has been from Oklahoma, so he is literally okay Boomer.
We were going to make OK Boomer and OK Molly shirts. Then the meme was kind of dead by then. We were like, we're gonna sit on these dead meme shirts, so let's not even really bother.
Right. So what was next?
We got Life and MV. Then this is a match took a couple tries. It's Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, because there was a few people didn't want to be booked.
Yeah, this was initially so. Match is Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio versus Io Shirai and Asuka. And I first booked this was Eddie Guerrero and my trainer Mike Quackenbush versus Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. However, in the game, Mike is injured and Kairi said no. So we've had to switch a few things around. And I'm still excited because I would love to see Rey versus Io as a singles.
Oh yeah, and to make matters, so like in this game, you also get like releases and stuff happen. And WWE released Asuka.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
And also New Japan released like Naito, Okada, and Minoru Suzuki.
Can you imagine a world in which New Japan releases Okada and Suzuki? Good lord. Well, at least Asuka will do great things in Stardom.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can ask for. I get to see Asuka versus Ayumi Watani and Jungle Kiona and a bunch of my favorites.
Oh, thank you, Damar on Twitch for the follow. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh.
So, who do you want next?
Next is our match for the intergender title. Rosemary defending against current AEW champion Jon Moxley.
I think that might be the title he's got in the game as well, actually.
Yeah, he's actually AEW champ in the game too. Perfect.
Maybe. Like, it's not the same. It's not like real life titles that are in this mod. It's every company gets given like the same titles. So like every company has like a heavyweight title, a junior heavyweight title, heavyweight tag titles, junior tag titles, and 6-person trios titles.
Like that there's no women's title. I was waiting for you to say women's title, and I was like, there's not going to be a women's title.
Well, I've put women's companies in the mode.
Sure.
So like Stardom and Pro Wrestling Eve.
Mm-hmm. So they let me do a ton of intergender stuff, so I'm kind of okay with there not being a women's title. Like, if everyone's going for the same titles, then I think it works out.
Eddie's wondering what the card is above Apricot. So we've got Calix Effie, we've got the Hatfields and, the Throwbacks, Boomer Hatfield and Molly McCoy versus World's Cutest Tag Team in the Street Profits, and we've got Kelly versus Candy Lee. Now Moxley for the IDIS title, which was named by Chainsaw in the chat, stands named in memory of Hana Kimura. Everyone is different, everyone is special.
Oh, love it. Appropriate, because Hannah's our next match.
Yeah, because a few weeks ago we did it where all of the streams were raising money for the Samaritans. Which for anyone that doesn't know is a UK and Ireland-based charity dedicated to suicide prevention and helping the emotionally distressed. Which felt, doing that, I've been close to that point myself, so doing that to help them in the wake of that felt appropriate. So
that's fantastic. I'm glad you guys did that.
We managed to raise, all in all, £1,380 for them. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what the conversion rate would be to American dollars.
I think it's about 1,700.
Nice.
There or thereabouts. Right, so who was Hana Kimura's opponent?
One of my idols and favorites of all time, Mercedes Martinez. Which would have been
a
match.
Hey, Elwaster. I will be looking for the created moves soon. I have not updated yet because I wanted to have the mods active for this stream. Okay, what's match number 8?
The match that I made for all of the queers, Rhea Ripley, the wrestler most loved by every woman, and Timothy Thatcher, the wrestler that all men are in love with. So
Rhea versus Timothy.
Rhea versus Timothy. Did this for you guys. And because I also want to see it.
Oh yeah, it was real.
And then we got the giant intergender Atomicos.
Weirdly, I've only seen Tim Thatcher wrestle live once.
I think I'm the same. I've seen him the couple times I've been up to Beyond.
He was
that's about it.
He was at my local wrestling Joe Hendry.
Oh, that must have been a fun match.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, it's like Joe's, as well as being like funny as hell and all that, everyone knows him for like his entrances and stuff, right? So this was 8-person tag, yeah?
Yes, it is one of your guys' stable, Clout Chasers.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh's, Cody, and Andrew.
Yeah. I made that Joshua, by the way.
It's a very accurate Josh, and I love the Spider-Gwen gear, so I'm glad you gave him the Spider-Gwen gear.
Oh, thank you, Henry, for those. Right, against
the team of Alley Cat, Faye Jackson, Piper Niven, and Debbie Keitel. Another slightly wacky team, but I think Alley and Faye have teamed up before. You don't know about Piper and Debbie because I'm not super up on my British and European wrestling.
Well, I know they're friends, so...
Okay.
But, I mean, anyone who's a regular at these streams knows, like, how high an opinion I have of Viper. Like, not just as a wrestler, but as a person.
She seems like a really fantastic person, but I am a big fan of her wrestling as well.
Like, I've known her for quite a few years now, and she's just like every bit as lovely as she comes across in interviews, and that's how she is.
Yo, so remember what I said about Rhea Ripley and Timothy Thatcher? I just saw the wall hippo through in there. Great match to be by for.
That's my
That
hippo.
was the point. That was the point.
All right, and your main event.
All right, the main event. The main event, as I had said, I had initially put Asuka in there, but a lot of people said no or were injured, so things had to get switched around. So now, your main event is Nick Gage versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, because
Preferably
nobody's
Stone
following that,
Cold.
right?
What?
Nobody's following that, right?
Oh, no, absolutely not. It was going to be The Undertaker versus Asuka, which I felt could appropriately follow that. Undertaker also said no. Just fine. I'll live. No, that's my dream match, and I wanted to see it.
I mean, you're not the first person to book at either man, so they're quite popular picks.
It's fine. I don't have a high opinion of The Undertaker right now anyway. I would have wanted Asuka to win. If she hadn't won, I would have been very upset. I don't know if we're all following the Undertaker doc on WWE Network right now, but my opinion has just kind of slowly plummeted.
I relate.
Yeah.
And like he was literally the first wrestler I ever saw. Like back when I was a kid.
He was... I did get the chance to see him, actually. I saw him when I went to my first ever SmackDown. This was, I think, in 2008. And it was a reunion of the Brothers of Destruction. So, Undertaker and Kane versus, I believe, Jericho were the tag champs at the time. So, Chris Jericho and Big Show.
Huh.
That was pretty cool, actually. It was crazy seeing Big Show in real life because, that man truly is extremely big.
Yes, he is. Thank you, Kat Silesia. I hope I'm not butchering your name there for the follow. Also, hello, Adora Paul, you're new here. Right. This just getting last minute stuff out of the way.
Finally,
our own
Checking up-
roster, sending them out elsewhere just so they're not sitting at home getting pissed off.
oh, you're right, Henry. I didn't include Razorhawk.
Caw.
Indeed. Apparently, I believe we're going to be Chikara ourselves. Going to be doing another fun little sort of video game thing theme like this. It's going to be in Chikara Action Arcade, and I believe I am fighting Razorhawk in it.
Oh, okay. Have they done? I've not played the game in a while. Have they done like added like more people to it or something? Or?
There is a lot more DLC to it, so I believe I am added, which is pretty cool. Among a few other newcomers, I believe Zero's in there, and the Spoiler. So a lot of the people that have debuted like within the last year. Because initially, I think when the game came out, it ended when Boomer debuted.
Yeah,
Nobody after Boomer for a while.
I think he was one of the newer people in it at the time. Yeah. Because I did unlock quite a few people. Not everyone yet, but.
Jim Chainsaw Taker was the head of Wrestler's Court. He was always a cop.
Just a reminder that.
Should probably be when I talk about the charity that I picked. Seems like an appropriate segue because I picked the Philly Bail Fund, which, if you've been following Black Lives Matter protests, a lot of protesters, despite the fact that they are exercising their First Amendment right to gather and protest, a lot of them are doing it very safely. There's masks, people are getting out hand sanitizer. So, trying to be handled in the safest possible way despite the pandemic. A lot of people are being wrongfully arrested and detained. So it's important that we have stuff like, thank you, Henry, for dropping the link. Philly is not the only city that has this. There's ones for New York and Atlanta and other cities where there have been big protests held, but for people who cannot afford the bail to get out, there is the bail fund.
I mean, it's one of those things, like, it's one of those things that's good to help at the best of times anyway, and right now is not the best of times.
Right, 100%. And this means a lot to me because despite the fact that I am not Black and not like directly affected by this, we're also in Pride Month, and the very first Pride started with the Stonewall riots, where a lot of queer people were wrongfully detained for protesting the right to be treated like people. So
right, so it's time to get this shebang underway.
as pump Candy Lee versus Kelly Kelly into my veins.
Also, see how much of the background music you recognise. It's all of the background music I picked from matches. It's all either from like old cartoons or movies, or games, or from, or it's just like general synthwave kind of stuff.
Excellent, brilliant.
And everyone on this should have their entrance music as well. Apart from Apricots, because I don't know what their entrance music is.
Normally, Life uses Grimes' Kill the Main whenever they get the chance to, if they're not using their bar music, which is by Kate Nick.
Now here comes their Candy Lee.
I love that they have dancers.
It's modelled on like the CMLL arena that has like the dancers on the...
Love that, yeah.
And Boomer Hatfield has already noticed their referee.
Yo, why is the referee wearing my hockey gloves?
They're not, no, they're his hands. That is our senior official, Big Hands Johnson.
Oh my god, I love Big Hands Johnson.
His hands are so big because they're so muscly from all the counting he does.
That makes perfect sense. Bryce Remsburg and Chris Levin also have big muscly hands from all the counting they do.
Also, thing in the chat, Tigre's asking your top 5 favourite opponents.
Like top 5 favorite people that I've wrestled?
Yeah.
Oh, that is hard because believe it or not, I counted, I've only had about 50 matches in the year that I have been wrestling. But I think favorite opponents, I might have to cheat a little bit because I also do a lot of tag team stuff. So I would definitely say, I think my favorite match I've ever had was myself and Boomer versus Oreo Speedwagon, Joshua Wells and Xavier Faraday. That was a super fun match. And then Boomer and I versus Violence is Forever was a really cool match to get to have. I love Violence is Forever as a tag team. Kevin and Dom are both incredible wrestlers, and they both appreciate tag team wrestling as well, which is really cool to see tag team wrestling go through a new renaissance of people that actually care about it, and it's not just slapped together for the sake of a card. But who else? Life. I had a Still Life. That was a lot of fun. And for some of my other favorite opponents, I'm thinking should not be this hard considering that I've only had about 50 matches. But I did technically name 5 because I named 2 tag teams. My very first match got to wrestle Icarus and Murloc.
Ah, okay.
Right, that was like in the middle of nowhere too. Like this was like a podunk Pennsylvania town, which we're not even sure if it got filmed, but it is a match that did happen.
Did you get blinded by his tattoo? Did he win that way?
Oh yeah, no, I can't. I immediately bump upon seeing Icarus's back. It's my kryptonite. Oh, Boomer likes when I beat up Tommy Vex. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I do enjoy beating the crap out of Tommy. That was a scramble at a Elvax Let's Hang Out show, which is always a super fun show. I love doing the Elvax shows. It was so Life Again, Fant, the Pinheart, Tommy, and Bull Hightower, I believe. Oh, I thought Candy had it there.
Yeah, who's you got in this one, chat? Who do you think's winning?
Ooh, can we just hear with the ozone? I don't remember when Kelly's ever done that, but I'm voting Candy because she's a friend.
There are no time limit draws here, Henry.
Wall Hippo's also voting Candy.
I can't even remember who it was now, but I'm sure the other day someone tried to book the ball and he said no.
How could you? Could you say no, sir?
No worries, Hooligan. I know it's been a rough day, mate, and you know where I am if you need to talk.
I would also like to point out, Kat, is it Catsila? I cannot pronounce your last name, Kat. They made the good point that Pride would not have happened without Black trans women, and queer activists and Black Lives Matter activists should always work together. And Kat is 100% right.
Oh yeah. And don't you worry, Boomer. It's just that fighting spirit is all.
Because everyone's wrestling strong style.
It's literally like the default for the game, so...
Everyone is also, like, super, like, muscular and just, like, in the greatest shape of their life, so I believe it that nobody's going to sell or go down easy. It's like everyone's Gypsy Joe. The guy that New Jack beat the crap out of because he wouldn't sell as often.
It's very, like, it's hard to make someone, like, for example, one of the boys on our roster, Manlin, local guy, very nice fellow. He is also very, very skinny. And it's quite hard to get that quite right in the game without it looking weird.
Sure, so then, like, even super skinny, lanky individual is still going to look absolutely jacked to the gills.
Oh yeah, I mean, we don't have a wellness policy here at Pro Wrestling Insiders, literal Pro Wrestling Insiders. So
everyone's on the gas.
Yeah. And that's how we do it. We literally pump like gas, like gaseous roids into the locker room.
Don't want to see the locker room. It is just covered in needles. Oh, I thought Kelly was getting up on her for a second.
Yes, Hippo, sometimes you do just have to fill your talent with helium.
Take your moment to flex, Sandy.
That's also a true chainsaw. Better roids than creeps.
Yeah, really. Oh, and Candy's gotten some like real like 2.5s here. Oh, did you get her?
Mm-hmm. You're watching on the stream, aren't you?
Way to go, Candy.
I just realised you're watching on the stream and not Discord.
I switched over so I could also read the chat.
See,
I think I have the sound going on the Discord.
See,
Muted,
the way I've got it set up, I've got the game like windowed, and I've got it sat over the Twitch window so I can see the game and the chat at the same time. So.
See, you're more technologically advanced than I am. That's what I was saying.
The the 8-person tag matches, I will speed up slightly because they do have a tendency to go on for a bit if you don't. So, not like I'm not going like full Benny Hill speed, but like ever so slightly speeded up. Here you are. Yeah, Team Sports.
Team Sports. Sports Mafia, as Tara Calloway called this one.
It's my understanding that they like sports and they don't care who knows.
I do enjoy sports very much. We're only missing Kid D. We could use a basketball player.
And yet you didn't book Shug.
Didn't book Shug. Well, I ran out of space to book Shug. I'm really glad they're still coming out with Pina Colada. I'm going to see the Street Profits actually come out with Pina Colada now. Shug when we need him on AEW, where he should be.
There we go. So it's you and Joey Ryan starting things off.
Nice, great. Don't make me touch your penis.
That move is not in the game. Yet, someone will make it with the new DLC, I can guarantee that.
Oh, I'm positive. Damn, I'm strong.
I've said on stream before, but one of the things I want to do with that DLC is to take, like, in this game they've got like well, it calls it in the game a thrust dropkick, but like a shotgun dropkick, kind of like the one Finn Balor does.
Yes, the John Woo dropkick.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! I went out of the ring. Oh, we doing loose tags here? Wow, calm down, Candace.
So
what's that a light tube first thing?
I want to take the cell from the thrust dropkick and apply it to a bunch of regular strikes. Just so I can have a dude that can just like send people flying with a punch or whatever.
Boomer, take notes. We're gonna steal a lot of these double teams. Do you want to steal that old drop kick? I think it was Candace and Montez did to me.
Well, you'll get your revenge, I have no doubt.
I hope so.
Yes, Henry, taunts and poses are included in the move pack thing.
We all agree that NXT Women's Division is absolutely stacked right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, if there is any division that, like, would love to work my butt off to get into, it's the current NXT Women's Division. We're proud of Shotzi for how far she's come. She was in the main event last night.
Oh, I've not watched it yet. Like,
I was switching back and forth between NXT and AEW. They were both pretty good shows.
Like, I've always been high on Shotzi, so it's good to see her
Tegan,
like getting the attention she deserves.
yeah, absolutely. It was her and Tegan versus Sasha and Bailey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I really want to see a singles between Sasha and Shotzi.
Love me some Tegan as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Princess Kimberly was showing her to me because when Kimberly went down to Florida for the Mae Young Classic, she was rooming with Tegan back when she was still Nixon Mule. She showed me and Tegan was a third member of Mustache Mountain, and that was an excellent match.
Was that the one against Viper and Joe Coffey and Lewis Girvin by any chance?
I believe it was.
I was there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's great. I'm sure you can attest that it was an excellent match.
Yeah, she also wrestled Heidi on the same show.
Oh, that's great.
Because the 6-person tag was a dark match, whereas the opener for the actual Chikara show itself was Nixon versus Heidi.
That sounds like a banger.
It was actually the same show that Kimber lost the title at.
All right. What about that? Yeah, I remember getting the news later, and I was so bummed. Oh, nice Hurricane Rana.
There's one for you. Who's your dream opponent or opponents?
Ooh. So I got a list. I got a long list of people I want to wrestle, especially like list of like friends and locals too that I just haven't gotten the chance with. But like, if I could pick anyone ever of all time, and this is pretty high up there. Honestly, I've been a big fan of Candice LeRae for a long, long time. Io Shirai is one of my favorites of all time. It would be an honor to get to wrestle Io. Mercedes Martinez. Who else? A big dream opponent for me. Quack. Love to get to wrestle Quack. Ophidian. I was supposed to wrestle Ophidian on a show before pandemic happened. And hopefully that match does get to go on again.
And you can hear the crowd like hissing at times there, perhaps showing their displeasure that Ophidian hasn't been booked.
I tried to squeeze Ophidian in there. I think I was actually gonna set up Still Life versus Ophidian, but I wanted to try to make matches that haven't happened in real life.
Yeah.
Ophidian and Still Life did have a pretty good match on a Chikara show once that you can go back and see now that a lot of Chikara is on IWTV.
And people out there, if you do not have a subscription to IWTV, you should get one.
Yes.
It's definitely worth the money.
It's insane.
And I think it's like, is it like the first week and a half you get for free as well?
I think it was actually like the first 3 weeks are free.
Oh, okay.
They might have changed it, but from most of the promo codes I've seen, it's like your first 21 days free.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Henry. It's in Action Arcade episode 2. So you can watch Action Arcade on WTV or Chikaratopia.
Oh, Big Hands has lost control here.
No! The match is falling apart, Big Hand. About to get... Oh, whoa, I actually reversed the pedigree.
That's
This game thinks I'm a lot stronger than I actually am.
That's what you need
for
this kind of match. So you don't just need a safe pair of hands refereeing. You need a big pair of hands. There was no Hatfields at all at the show I was at, because that's the only Chikara show I've ever made it to because of obviously, Atlantic Ocean. But
right, it's a bit of a drive trying to get to Philadelphia from Scotland.
yeah, and I don't even have a license, so. But yeah, it was a very fun show. Really, really enjoyed it, and I do hope they're able to come back here someday.
What year was that?
Like everyone I know who was there, came away raving about it.
I know there was plans to try to get back to England for trios, sometime around this year, but between pandemic and cost of surviving, it just hasn't happened yet. You're welcome for the answers, LT Grant.
Yeah, of course. I hope you get it sorted, but internet being rubbish, not your fault, mate. It happens to all of us.
You should have seen me trying to get on Discord earlier, trying to unmute my mic. My gosh, it should not be as hard as it is.
Oh, here comes you.
Granted, I am also on a MacBook from 2007.
There we go. The grittiest girl versus the famous penis wrestler. Quite the sentence.
I wrestled me Vex. There's a bit where I did tried to low blow me. I caught his leg and did like a dragon screw, but it looks like I am doing a dragon screw with my vagina.
Oh no.
I was about to start calling myself famous vagina wrestler, but then somebody else pointed out I think Priscilla Kelly already has that title.
I always thought that was Session Moth Martina.
Moth is also another good push. What do you mean we lost?
Well, it's you putting over like other people, you know, being a selfless booker.
That's fair. That's true. I can't just put myself over because I booked the show. I wanted to. We're agreed. Happy birthday, Ever So British.
How do we follow this up? How about Effie versus Calix?
There's no better match to follow this with. You're right, Chainsaw. I even took the pin. I'm so selfless.
Calix, with no music because I don't know what his theme is.
He comes up to Run the Jewels, but I don't remember which Run the Jewels song.
Besides Gritty, what is your favourite hockey mascots?
Mascot for the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm not really sure what he is. There was actually a whole TV show that follows full coming mascots, big league teams. I love these stockings that Effie is wearing.
Happy birthday, Ever So British.
Follows, one of the guys that follows wound up like making it all the way and becoming the mascot for the Edmonton Oilers. So like he accomplished his dream, and it's just such a happy underdog story that I can't help but love him.
Calix is yelling a lot.
The thing about everyone looking so muscular on the show, now that Calix does not look that much bigger than everyone who wrote Boomer Hatfield as a pervert.
It's like the default notification for if like someone follows.
Not wrong, but
like I know you've got the screen itself muted, but the noise that it makes when it to go along with it is Helen Lovejoy from The Simpsons screaming pervert.
Yes, wonderful, great. Thought you were doing something nice, weren't you, Boomer? Now you're just a pervert. That makes you feel.
Known baseball pervert Boomer Hatfield.
Canceling Boomer next. Everyone cancel Boomer Hatfield.
I mean, it's possible to be a pervert and respectful, so...
100%. Watching an Effie match right now.
Yeah, as he's very disrespectful to
and he just teabags Calix. Oh my god, did you taint punch him? Punched him in the taint. That's rude. That's you. I feel like Calix actually would do that move. Wow, no, that sounded exactly like Calix.
I didn't make this Calix, by the way, so someone else did.
Other than being absolutely enormous, it's a very accurate Calix.
Yeah, because he's like, what, 6'5" or something?
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6", 300. You cannot pick him up. The biggest person I have ever managed to pick up is Zero, and I'm surprised I was able to do that.
And this is actually Calix's stream debut.
Here you go, Calix. You've made it to the big leagues. You're welcome. A sweet, sweet stream it is that I've made. Oh yeah, work the headlock fixing it in. Ever So British, I would be kind of depressed about both, because, like, Once you reach your late 20s, I feel like you should, know better than to be a sex pest. But people gonna people, I guess. Oh, that was crazy. Imagine Effie Blue thunderbombing Calix in real life.
Oh. Oh. And Calix sucking wind. Followed by a flare flop from Effie.
Effie's exhausted himself.
I could take a look. Yeah, Tigre.
Hey, Danny7991 just subscribed.
How lovely.
Hello, Danny.
Thank you very much, Danny. May all your babies be born naked.
So British, I realized the way I worded that made it sound like you were the sex pest, and I know that you are not, so I know we are talking about somebody else.
Calix coming back into this one. Yeah, hello Danny, and welcome. This is our third match, Effie versus Big Calix.
A very fun opener with Cindy Lee versus Kelly Kelly, and we just had a fun little Dream Atomicos, your family versus the Street Profits and World Cutest Tag Team. I've considered rebooking my favorite PWG match of all time, which I'll probably guess is the Young Bucks versus World Cutest Tag Team in Guerrilla Warfare. Candice gets her face absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know what that little mod was about, Tigre, but... Oh no!
Point British, yeah. My kink is consent.
Yeah. That's well, I say it's our thing. It should be everyone's thing. Like, so long as it's consensual, then, cool, whatever.
Everyone's a legal adult.
As long as it's between consent and adults.
I make a shirt that says my kink is consent. I feel like my character couldn't make that shirt, but I might make a shirt that says not here to bang wrestlers. I have thought about that.
I think a lot of women would buy that one.
Yeah, I think a lot of men would buy it too.
Yeah.
I used to own a shirt that said that when I was still just a fan going to shows. I don't think I have it anymore. It was just like a shirt that was like made on one of those make your own shirt style websites, so it wasn't well done. Did get a laugh out of a lot of people. You can make it in as many colors as you want, DJ. Big body slam from Big Calix.
Big DDT there from Effie though.
Can you just bloody Sunday him?
No, it was more like an impaler.
Ah, okay.
There is a Bloody Sunday in the game, and if you see it, you'll know.
Wanted to do the Bloody Sunday. Finn Balor's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But was advised that any moves that you do, you should be able to do to everyone. And I cannot lift up everyone for the Bloody Sunday. That's why I kicked them instead.
He's one of my favorites as well.
I've been a fan since I want to say 2010, when he had the series with Kenny Omega in New Japan.
Oh yeah.
This was a good few years pre-Bullet Club, and anyone that knows me knows I am also like biggest original Bullet Club stan.
I have one of the original T-shirts.
I've been looking for that for a friendship shirt where it's the cartoons of Devitt and Carl Anderson doing the two sweet. Want that shirt?
The one I've got, it's the one with the original logo, and it's got like Devitt, Anderson, Tama, and Bally's names on the back.
Love that.
And it's
Jesus! So like, before Doc was even in there.
Oh, Calix with the win.
Yeah! Big Calix going big over.
Hell yeah.
How are you, buddy? Big win in your debut.
100%.
100% match evaluation.
And we are, of course, going to follow that with Apricots and Pears versus MV Young.
This is the match that I wound up putting together when my my original event fell apart. So I got you guys the Undertaker, so I got you MV Young. But it's an appropriate and superior replacement.
I would say so. I mean, Darnell, he booked both of these men as well.
Pause. Life is non-binary.
Oh, of course, I apologise.
I love how their names are broken up here too. It's Still Life with, and then the big one is Appetizers.
Yeah, it's because of the text, like, limits. So I need to turn MV's music up.
MV with this mullet looking a little bit like Kenny here. Oh, the tattoos are very accurate though.
Yeah, he was one of the ones I had to make myself.
Came out pretty nice.
Where someone else did the apricots.
Yeah, this is Apricots has been wearing this gorgeous like purple iridescent here lately. This is like their oh, they're gonna hate me for saying this, but the first time they ever came out in this gear, I turned to somebody and I said, "Hey, why does Apricots and Pears look like a used tampon?" That's so bad. I know why the gear looks like this. That's what it looks like.
The thing that always gets me is because of their Twitter handle. I always misread it as Apricot Spears.
Apricot Spears. Guess you have to do a spear now, Still Life.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they could do a spear. So most of their offense is around the leg because of their submission, the Venus de Milo. You can do a spear to the leg. Don't necessarily want to take it, but you could do it. You can ask Still Life what happened to that purple gear. They used to have like a purple with gold accents gear.
I remember
I don't
that,
think
yeah.
they've worn very often. They wore it when they did a freelance wrestling in Chicago. There's this great photo. They were in a battle royal. 15 minutes. You can look in the corner, and he is sitting against the corner with Still Life, like kind of in their lap. And somebody took a photo of Still Life just looking so upset while it looks like Effie's trying to comfort them. See if I can find it and tweet it. Still Life might have it.
I mean, whoever made it, it's possible that they've put it in as an alt attire.
Life hasn't been wrestling too much longer than I have. It's impressive how much gear you guys go through. I'm still like on my very first set of gear because I don't have a lot of money. Did put in like at the very start of the pandemic for new set of gear that will hopefully be ready by the time Pandemic is over, I got it in Eagles colors. So now, Summer and I can finally match a true bookend tag team. Jesus! What was that? My gosh, so like, you really actually want to murder this man. You guys were friends.
Elbow that elbow. And again.
I need to ask if this match has actually happened. I feel like this is a match that could have happened in one of those Brooklyn no-ring deathmatch shows.
Well, when I made the MV, I did watch a couple of those, just to get like the moveset right and stuff. And I don't recall seeing apricots in one of them, but it could be just one I missed.
Apricots has done one. They were... Don't remember if it was a triple threat. It might have been a singles, but they wrestled Treehouse Lee.
Oh, okay.
And that seemed like a very fun match. Although, I fell victim to something that a lot of people do in those matches, where your head made contact with the very hard concrete bar floor.
Oh, jeez.
Which is just for the course if you're going to wrestle in the back of a bar. I have not had one of those matches myself, but I did accidentally get involved in one. It was like, I think about a month before I debuted in the Infinite Gauntlet. Where, Gideon and Joe Gacy had a match, and I was hanging off to the side, and next thing I knew, Gideon was grabbing me and throwing me into Joe Gacy.
How lovely.
Lost my drink, but Taylor Bate had so graciously saved for me. Forgot to mention that British Strong Style and CCK showed up at that show. It's a strange show.
Yeah.
It was Mania weekend, so you know, it's like when anybody could just wander into any show.
Oh, of course.
I just turned around and was like, who's that tall bloke? Oh, it's Chris Brooks.
How drunk was Trent?
Trent was not there, actually. It was Tyler and Pete, and then, Brooks and Lycos that had wandered in.
These two are just beating each other's rumps at the moment.
Henry, very art. Wow.
MV try to pump the crowd up. No worries, Steve Ray. Feel free to pop that link in the Discord as well.
Hello, little Spike Dragon. I would love to know who Super Anus is. Oh! Little sunset bomb.
Mitchell, for the follow. And yes, Friends Wrestle, I saw that. So that's a thing. And I need to turn up Envy's music, apparently.
Oh man, good after that to talk there. Ooh, we got the craziest tag match of all time. Coming right up. I did not know that Kafka and Io are actually extremely close. And they've known each other since Io was like 16 or 17 or something, and Asuka's like one of her primary mentors.
There you go. Cheers for dealing with that, Chainsaw. As we covered earlier, I've annoyed a lot of people today.
Round miss. Appropriate. Arguably the greatest entrance music in all of wrestling. Had this on my iPod in high school.
It's like it's a god tier theme.
The entrance and the lowrider to this song. I was also a huge Ray fan as a kid, which I think most of us were. I think most of the small people were huge fans of Ray because it was cool to see a person that's, actually my size in the WWF/E. That's Triple Tails, which I also didn't know he had a sister until I learned about that. He did it.
Yeah, Spike Dragon, that one.
Oh yeah, that didn't age well.
Even back then, it was kind of dodgy, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, me too, Tigray.
Here we go.
This is just one of those matches where, I don't care who wins, I'm just glad I get to witness it.
With the Silverhawks theme to remind Molly of the shame of not booking Razorhawk.
Razorhawk does book plenty. Don't worry, I'll beat his butt on Action Arcade and everything will be well with the world.
Caw-caw.
Greetings, goodbye, Razorhawk. And third of the flyest theme of the new millennium. Yes, I know the entire thing, I've heard it a million times.
I do like his own streams when he does them as well. Like, he was doing a lot of Final Fantasy VII ones.
Oh, yeah. So was Drew Gulak.
Yeah. No, I mean, Razorhawk was doing, the original Final Fantasy.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't think Razor realizes. Razor's not exactly up with the times. I don't think he realizes that new one has come out.
Oh yeah, I mean, the original is still a very new game for him.
Yeah.
3 years old or something.
Right, I tried to talk to him about it. I'm very excited. I'm into the Pokemon game. I'm very excited about this expansion coming out for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I think Razor is still waiting on Pokemon. I think he's up to Ruby and Sapphire? A little ways back.
I believe he's also very excited. Apparently there's going to be a second Metal Gear Solid game coming out.
Oh, whoa! No way! Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah. I hope you get to play as Snake for the entire thing.
What do you mean there's still no Dragonite? Good? One of the original 150. How are you not gonna have Dragonite? And remember when Pokemon Go first came out? That was the closest we ever came to world peace.
Pretty much.
Why can't we have another one of those?
No worries.
I want another pandemic.
Thank you for coming out. Very much appreciate it, Boomer.
Oh. Alright, I understand. You can't stay for my whole stream. It's fine, Boomer. I'll talk to you later. You enjoyed my booking and enjoyed losing.
That's why he's leaving. He blames you for the loss.
Oh, we lost because we put Boomer on that team. I've been keeping up with Action Arcade. Boomer also lost on the most recent upgrade. It was Sunny Defarge. But I will give it to him. It was a very good match. He actually climbed ropes while holding Boomer in a suplex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. I don't know. I think I've ever seen that before. I might be wrong. I remember being quite surprised when it happened. Damn, he was fast.
I'm just thinking about how much this match would rule in real life, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. Imagine the matches if Eddie was still with us.
I know. You know, Asuka kicking out at one because she's Asuka.
She's Asuka. You've seen the video of when Shin Thunder Liger pranked New Japan roster by going to pin them all in their sleep?
Yes.
Oh man. Tanahashi's still kicking out at one.
Have you seen? It's an older one. I want to say like maybe mid-90s, and it's a bunch of the New Japan roster destroying a house.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. I loved it. I love that, and I love the DDT matches. They like, oh, that was a crazy pin. Oh, I want to steal that. The Japan DDT match, where they basically just said, hey, here's an entire summer camp. What you will with it. We got the amazing Kota Ibushi versus El Generico in a kayak match.
Have you seen the water park one?
I have seen the water park one, yeah, where
Brooks gets like dragged down the slide in a figure four.
Dragged down the water slide. I understand why he never wants to leave DDT. It looks like the most fun he's ever had in his life.
Oh, I mean, can you blame him?
Oh, absolutely not. He gets to tag with Maki Ito.
Oh, I mean, dream come true, that, yeah.
Yeah, I love his. I love their new Twitter segment. Where teaches her new English words like boner.
Yeah, it's literally all just like curse words and stuff.
That's absolutely what I did, Henry. I said, who are the wrestlers that I'm trying to pick up more things from? Just show all their stuff.
Have you seen the...
Here we are. And then I threw a few of my friends in there too.
Have you seen the Eve clip where it's Session Moth against Maki Ito? And like they put up Maki Ito's entrance and Moth's just like in the ring like marking out for it.
I love Session Moth so much.
Oh, she's great.
It's so fun. Oh, I need to tell you my my quick Session Moth story.
Go ahead, by all means.
There was so this was also Mania weekend years ago now, and so the first show got there as DT was ending and Kaiju Big Battle was right afterward.
Right.
And this was maybe like a midnight show, and Kaiju tends to be a show that lasts a little while, so this is maybe like 3-4 a.m. The time we're about to leave La Boom in Queens, and I'm leaving with Ophidian because I've driven him there, and Ophidian is leading the way out, and this blonde woman just stops Ophidian and says, hey, where are you going? You want to come party with us? We're about to go out somewhere else. Like, we're still going to go party. Come with us. Realize it's Session Moth. It took me a second because it was dark and I just see a blonde woman and hear an Irish accent. It doesn't click with me right away because I'm very tired. It's like Friday of Mania weekend, or I think maybe only Thursday. No, it was 4 a.m. and Session Moth was still trying to go party.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Like, my main story with her is, do you remember, I think it was not the current one, but the previous WWE game, where they did the competition, like the promo thing?
Yes.
And the winner gets to play against AJ Styles. I think it was one of the takeovers.
On Up, Down, Down?
They did cover it on that, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, my entry had a Martina cameo. Like, I did my promo, like my, you know, like the games have like the promo engine that you press this button and you'll say this thing, and so on and forth. So like I did that, but like with me in the game, like but me sat with a controller picking the options and like my voice over the top of it. And
Okay.
one of the options I put was like, you know, rip off a famous promo. Oh, Asuka with the win. And the rip off a famous promo, and it was like, you know, I'm leaving WrestleMania weekend with that $1 million, and who knows, maybe I'll go spend it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Maybe I'll go over to OTT in Ireland. And it like cuts to me sat on the bed with the controller, like turned to the camera, like, "Hey, Session Moth, how you doing?" And then it cuts to her, like, "Yeah, I'm all right."
Oh, now I wish in the original CM Punk promo it would have been like Colt Cabana in the front row, be like, "I'm doing great!"
Also, Joshua Wells, the referee's hands are so big is because that's Big Hands Johnson.
Big Hands Johnson, that's his name, Josh. Big Hands, he was made to be a referee.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have. He's hardly going to have little hands if his name's Big Hands Johnson.
Nobody wants to see a referee named Little Hands Johnson. Murdered? When did you get murdered?
Bed gloves. Yeah, and yes, Moxley is the AEW champion in the game as well as real life. Going up against our champion.
I was so worried that I had gotten it wrong and Jericho was still the AEW champion because I'm just not keeping up well.
Big high fives.
We all talk about how excited we are for Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy on the next AEW.
That's going to be so much fun.
Never been so excited. That's a lie. I was excited for Pac versus OC2.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
It was a great match.
Fight.
But are you hyped for John Moxley versus Rosemary?
I'm very hyped for this.
So some of Joshua's friends streamed a Fire Pro thing where he got KO'd by Maki Ito. That's what it was in reference to.
A good way to die, though. If you're gonna die, it might as well be by God's hand.
Yeah.
I already loved the bit about how they were just gonna teach her all these American curse words, but now I love that her new gimmick is just that, like, she is now God.
Yeah.
Cool. Zombie Josh isn't in Atomicos, probably with the friends that murdered him later in the show, because I assume it was probably either Josh Fuller or Jody Summers that was holding the stream.
Well, that's true.
Oh yeah, I agree, hands off.
That's true, Josh. You are booked on this show.
I do think Mox's theme in AEW is a little generic, but I do like it quite a bit more than Dean Ambrose's theme.
I really liked his New Japan theme.
Yeah, that was a good one. What was cool about the Ambrose theme, though, that somebody made the mashup on Twitter, but apparently you took Ambrose's theme and mashed it up with Rollins and Reigns' theme. Sounded incredibly similar. Like, it sounded like a more pumped up version of the Shield's music, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was cool. I've been a big fan of the Shield myself.
What I want them to do is for Rollins' theme, you know, his "Burn it down." I want them to replace it with his laugh. Like dun, 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 dun.
True, Josh. I feel like everyone in NXT is getting very generic music too, though.
Yeah, it's someone new doing it again now, right?
What's that?
I think it's someone, they've got someone new doing it again.
Oh, it's not CFO or CFO?
I think they left.
Oh, bummer. I liked quite a bit of the music they made, although some of it just sounded very similar. You know what? I do really love Killer Cross's theme. Karrion Kross. That music is excellent. No, Roman's music is not the Shield theme. It's a variation on the Shield theme. Like with, it's a lot more, use a music term, staccato than the Shield theme.
Yes, it sounds like the treble's been pumped up on it as well.
More breaks in it.
I don't think CFO was terrible, Chainsaw. I think, like with all wrestling theme creators, I think it was hit and miss. But like CFO, when they got it right, got it very right. Like one I really loved was actually Bo Dallas's theme.
Bo Dallas had a perfect theme for who Bo Dallas is. Also, did you know in Karrion Kross's theme that actually is Scarlett singing?
I did. A very good job she does too.
I did not know she could sing.
Although I do kind of miss like the little Twin Peaks reference on the intro to his old theme.
Yeah, that was good. I figured they weren't going to let him keep that.
The Twin Peaks references are how you'll always win me over.
True. Aleister Black has arguably the best music in all of WWE and best entrance. But I popped so hard when he debuted on Over with the Nosferatu rise out of the coffin and his name appears in runes. Perfect. Oh, and Incendiary plays him in.
Did you see the edit I did of his entrance ever?
Oh, you're gonna have to send it to me.
It was round about the time that they put like when he pops up, then they added like that sort of creaking noise, and a lot of people were complaining about it. So like I added like a penny whistle to him rising up.
My first thought was, you know how Kairi Sane's been playing the recorder as of lately on Raw? She'll like play the Kabuki Warriors music. I just imagine Kairi in the background of Aleister's entrance in the penny whistle.
Chainsaw, if you could look it up and put the link in the chat. If you just look up Wrestle Context Aleister Black, you should find it.
I did see that Mox got slimed, but he came back from the slime, the Fury. I've seen someone pop back from getting slimed so fast.
This is our champion for a reason, though.
We better get back in there.
A lot of them just butterfly suplexing each other. You love to see it.
Sarah Del Rey energy. That's another one I could have squeezed onto this card. Should have gotten Sarah in here somewhere.
I had a dream booking thing for her. Like,
well,
this would have popped me so hard. So like, the first Mae Young Classic, when they were like presenting the trophy and everything, I wanted her to German suplex the winner.
Oh, wish. Oh, that would have been so great. I was a little bit bummed we didn't get her into Mae Young, but I know she has a contract where it specifically says that like he does not have an in-ring position.
Right. Okay.
He's strictly a trainer. Oh, Rosemary retained
again.
Wow.
She's on a roll.
She's undefeatable. Good for you, Rosemary.
Not to mention she's beaten Viper and Misawa by ref stoppage.
Holy cow. Woman actually is a demon.
Next up.
Well, Henry did point out that like we have a interpromotional champion versus champion match, and the card isn't nearly over. This is where I would throw the intermission in, because the main event is Nick Gage versus Stone Cold. So
I mean,
I feel like intermission needed to have like a big finish, and then we take a break, a breather, because then you're coming back for Hana Kimura versus Mercedes Martinez, which is also going to be, as JR would put, a slobber knocker.
so it was actually the Facebook version that Chainsaw sent me. I'll pop it in the Discord chat for you, so you can see it.
Oh, here we are. May not be logged into Facebook, I'm not sure. Let's see if it still shows me. Ah, no, still got it. I love it. You got the timing so perfect.
I also did one with the penny whistle from Grooves in the Heart. And like you said, it's like he's going up and down and up and down. There we go, Hana Kimura versus Mercedes Martinez.
A match that I would absolutely have loved to see. I don't know that Mercedes has been to Japan a whole lot. I haven't seen anything from it. But I think she would be incredible in Japan. I know she's on NXT now.
She was supposed to be at one of my locals, I think, last year. And like travel shit got on the way, like on the day. Her and a couple of other people weren't able to make it up from England for the show.
That sucks.
It was supposed to be her against Raven Creed from OTT.
Sorry, I destroyed your eardrums, Tigre.
Yeah. It was supposed to be Mercedes Martinez versus Raven Creed from OTT, and that would have been a blinder.
And I bet. Did have the chance to beat Mercedes because she was the women's champ at a local Pennsylvania indie PW, and he sat and watched like all of the women's matches and gave like great feedback, which she didn't have to do. But well, that was like very cool of her that she was just there, willing to help out the women's division any way that she could.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've never heard an unkind word said about her. I've never like met her or anything, but
I was fortunate enough to work shows with her, and she was awesome every time.
So chat, who are you calling for this one? That is not a Mercedes custom head chainsaw. We've got our Final Fantasy VII music blaring in the background.
I thought that's what that was. They're pretty good with this match.
Like original Final Fantasy. Hello, Mikuru. I've not tried the custom moves yet, Mikuru. I wanted to keep the mods active for this stream, and I'm going to be trying them afterwards.
5 minutes gone.
I mean, some people have been making cool shit already. Like someone made a Van Daminator. There it
That was
is.
an excellent match, Tigre, when she wrestled Princessa. Arguably my favorite match of last year, though, was Mercedes versus Mako.
Oh yeah.
That was so freaking good. And Meiko Satomura is another, like, massive idol of mine that I look up to. Very, very grateful that she's come to do a few Chikara shows with us.
That drop kick from the corner to the centre, by the way, that's the sell I was on about that I want to give to Random Strikes.
That, to me, like, that is the Joshi move. Anytime I'm shown a clip of a Joshi match, like, I see someone hit the ropes and go to run, I'm like, it's gonna be a drop kick, isn't it? Yep.
Oh, sweet, someone made the buckshot in it. They're talking about Drew in the chat, as in Andrew Everett.
Oh, okay. For a minute, I thought you meant Gulak. When I see Drew, I immediately assumed Gulak.
It took me a second, but yeah, they're talking about Andrew Everett, who is,
I see now.
as well as being booked in the next match, is also streaming tonight. So for those of you in the US, if you're still around at that time, I recommend checking him out. His streams are always a good laugh.
Everyone go check out Andrew's stream.
It's usually him, Dino Winwood and Courtney Rush together for them.
That's a fun crew.
And he also does Fire Pro, but well, I know you're quite a bit younger than me, but did you ever play any of the old WCW games, like the N64?
I have not. I totally missed out on N64.
So, like, the old WCW games used to have, like, as well as, like, the WCW roster, they would have, like, a bunch of made-up wrestlers in it that were all either, like, modelled on, like, real wrestlers that they didn't have the rights to use, or they would be, like, maybe, like, re-gimmicked, but they would have all the moves of, like, a real wrestler. Like, there was guys that were supposed to be, like, you know, Terry Funk or Great Muta or Apollo Dragon, stuff like that. So Andrew has all of those made-up wrestlers in Fire Pro and has made his own promotion out of them. And it's
nothing that they come up and say deserve, Andrew.
It's really, like, it's really funny stuff, because, like, they all properly get into character for it and stuff.
I love it. So, Josh Wells was privately texting me to remind me about, we had Eddie and Ray versus, Io and Asuka earlier on the show, but, initially, we had made Eddie a tag team with our trainer, Mike Quackenbush, and Josh asked me, hey, didn't Eddie and Quack actually have a match, like, many years ago, somewhere on the indies? And they, in fact, did. So Josh is now hunting to see if that match is anywhere online.
Oh, I'd watch the hell out of that.
I only just recently realized all of IWA East Coast being uploaded to IWTV. And if you want to see just like of the wildest matches in a near empty gym, I recommend going to check out IWA East Coast. In a near empty gym, I watched Chris Hero versus Cesaro. Claudio in the match at the time.
Oh, that would be beautiful. I've never seen Cesaro live. And I've only seen Hero twice.
I used to go every single NXT show. Ooh, Mercedes got the win.
Yep. I mean, we're gutted for Hannah, but certainly no shame in losing to Mercedes Martinez. One of my locals had Hero a few times, and both times he wrestled Joe Coffey from NXT UK.
That sounds like a fun match.
It was.
I love that. I think they probably wrestled on NXT UK though, since Hero was over there for quite some time.
Yeah, he has.
I used to go to every NXT show when they came to Philly because they were just such fun shows. And this was like right after they had re-signed with Hero as Cassius Ohno. And the opening match, the very start of the show, started out with Ashizono's entrance. I had no idea he was even on the show. Oh, I'm jealous that you've gotten to see McGinnis for her. Rhea totally should come out with a scene called Brutality.
And I forgot to set music for Tim, but that's okay.
I don't recall at all what Tim comes out to. You could have given him the generic Knox music and I would have said sure.
So who you batting for this one, chat?
This is the match I made for all the bisexuals. You're welcome. Don't know a single woman that doesn't love Rhea or a single man that doesn't love Tim. We all see when Beyond did their intergender show, and we got Timothy versus Tony Storm.
Oh.
That was also a fantastic match.
But I've not seen a great many live, because there's not really that many promotions around here that do it that often.
Oh, intergender stuff?
Remember one, albeit it was like a comedy match, but it was Session Moth versus Gene Money. If you're not familiar with Gene Money, you should be. You'd love him. A very good wrestler who happens to also be very hilarious.
Must show me. Must see more.
So, and I've brought this up on the stream many, many times, and I will continue to do so because it's like the greatest storyline in wrestling history. So, for their Halloween show, one of my locals, Discovery Wrestling, did a match between Gene Money and Sugar Dunkerton.
Good start already.
A zombie lumberjack match.
All the lumberjacks were zombies?
Yes.
Oh!
And the loser is
so
whoever
fun.
gets turned.
That's fun.
So, like,
I love that.
spoiler, but like, Shug won.
Okay.
It's still worth watching, even knowing that, by the way. Because, you know, zombie lumberjack match. And then a couple of months later, Martina comes out and throws out an open challenge to anybody in the back.
Right.
And Gene Money answers it, dressed as The Undertaker. And for almost the rest of the year, wrestles in the company as the Mundertaker.
Undertaker. Oh man,
They even reenacted the Lesnar Undertaker laughing at each other spot.
Good, great, love it. They did that. They did that in Bizarro Lucha in Indiana over here, where my tag partner, who isn't Sarah Hatfield, Holly Cromwell, became the Holly Taker. She just chokeslammed everyone in the Battle Royal because she will show up in just about every single Battle Royal, and then always gets eliminated by getting absolutely chucked out of the ring, like Lee chucking Adam Cole style. Oh, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies is on YouTube. Good, I know what I'm doing later on after the stream.
The zombie lumberjack match, I think they mean.
Great.
I'll link it to you. It's fantastic. And even things like there was, I think it was against Shady Natras. Like he did he went to do like old school. So like he ties up the arm, starts going towards the turnbuckle, and as he's stepping up, he just starts like belting out, "You done it now! You gone and made a big mistake."
See, I think that was the biggest mistake they made with the Boneyard match. is I know they were going to let Undertaker come out to whatever he wanted, but he should have come out to the American Badass music.
Oh, of course.
There was, I think it was one of the guys at Tiger Driver had made an edit where he comes out to the "You Done It Now," and an edit to where he came out to Limp Bizkit Rollin'.
You just linked me the Twitch version of the Aleister Black thing as well.
Because Henry backing me up about how good Bizarro is. And speaking of Limp Bizkit Rollin', were you there when Effie came out to Rollin' for absolutely no reason?
I was not.
Oh, that was good. There's by Yellow Brick Road is great entrance music. He was picking some gems entrance music for a while. Like so in Bizarro, wound up having a lucha de apuesta with Ace Perry. You know, a fight with a wager where FE1 got Ace Perry's mortal soul. So for a while, Effie was coming out to Jesse McCartney's Beautiful Soul at Bizarro. Stuck with it. It was so good.
Chainsaw has just linked the Zombie Lumberjack match in the chat.
Yes. Thank you, Zombie. Putting it in my,
They actually hired a bunch of the, you know, like you get those like live zombie experience things. They actually hired like a bunch of the zombies from those to be like the zombies on the outside.
Oh, that's perfect! I love that! Well, I've done that a few times. Been a zombie actor for that sort of a thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of fun if the people that have never done it. Highly recommend. You can get a job. You're not doing anything during the October months, and you want to make a little extra money scaring people. Work at a haunted house.
Hell yeah.
We've started talking about Abaddon in the chat. I like Abaddon a lot.
I like what I've seen.
I know who she was. I know who she was before AEW.
Oh, neither did I.
She is very cool. I love that she calls all the way to the ring. I'm wondering how long Rhea was going to work this boot in the corner.
They really are just
Really
getting each
not,
other's asses.
She's not letting up on Timothy.
And she gets the win.
Ow! Hey, I honestly had Tim for that match. I'm surprised. I'm not mad, but I am surprised.
Next up, Absolute Bedlam. Probably.
Pure nonsense.
As we have the Clout Chasers versus Viper, Debbie Keitel, Alley Cat, and Paige Axe. In your semi-main event, by the way.
I feel that this match could potentially happen in real life, and quite honestly should.
Yeah.
Sounds like and from Pizza Party was like, I don't have enough nonsense on my show. No one can put this. Your music, gentlemen.
From them Clout Chasers.
Do anything to cut. Hey, do anything to cut.
Everyone's taking their sweet time by the look of it.
wonder who's going to get twerked on in this match. I hope it's Jody.
I've seen Viper get the Bronco Buster treatment from Session Mob.
I knew you were going to make this wrong.
Yeah, because she goes all in on her Bronco Busters. Viper had the best response to it I've ever seen.
Who's that?
Rolled out of the ring and sprayed air freshener on her own face.
I love that. We're starting with Josh and Viper like this. Oh, came out swinging.
Yeah.
It was an unintentional Wonder Years reference.
I'd be. Yeah. And no offense to the Clout Chasers, but I love my Viper, love my Debbie, love my Alley Cat, love my Faye Jackson.
Did not make it easy on you boys. Wow, Josh has no faith in his team. Oh my god. Oh, now that one of them has been murdered.
Right there. He was just pro for the follow.
Taking them all out on the floor. Debbie got a stir.
Bedlam.
It says, I think a wrestler will win this match. Well, I guess that takes out Allie then, because she's a cat.
It's Debbie Keitel, Joshua, from OTT.
Yeah, Debbie is one half of the Woke Queens.
And also a wonderful person, as well as
Fantastic
being a
Irish tag
fantastic
team.
wrestler.
Those of you that don't watch enough Irish wrestling, you really should. I remember Valkyrie debuting on NXT, and the majority of reactions, she was on NXT UK, I'm sorry, the majority of reactions was, is she? That made me mad.
Also, yes, she does, Tigray.
Did. Well done, Tigray. Good job.
There we go, the 7'4" Andrew Everett versus Viper now.
7'4".
That's what he claims.
He's probably not wrong. He is a tall human being.
He's not really, he's like 5'8" or something.
Saw on Ring of Honor when he wrestled my friend Alex Zane. I said, you guys should have done a combined height for this match.
Of course, I've now got for our own fictional stuff, I've now got our own version of Drew for that, Drew Mungus. Right, reports that we're going to have our own version of Rosemary called Oregano are unconfirmed. Alley Cat and Josh just beating the shit out of each other.
This is exactly how I would anticipate Allie versus Josh going in real life.
Pile driver.
Pussy pile driver! Everyone knew you gotta come in to break that up. Allie does not do it when she gets the pile driver.
And it's Davey Keitel versus Andrew. Oh!
That was awesome. Ow. You just murdered a man, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm a big fan of your crooked moonsault. And all those were Saturday, I understand.
So a bit of a lower rating because referee stoppages that happen too early generally knock the rating down a bit. But,
So you were right, Josh. You were winning, but the rest of your team lost.
main event time.
Got the moral victory, Josh. But before we hit the main event, I did want to remind everyone that all the donations today are going to Philly Bail Fund, which is to support anyone that has been wrongfully arrested during the Black Lives Matter protests.
Yep. The donation link below the stream just takes you directly there. And so if you're enjoying this, you're thinking of donating or subscribing or whatever, just give it to them instead. Because they need the help way more than we do right now.
100%.
But without further ado, Nick Gage versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah.
Who's your money on chat?
Thank you, Henry, for throwing the link out. Thank you. And I'm sure Stone Cold is also MDK. I think I gotta back the man that's playing Nick Gage. So weird seeing Gage go straight to the ring. Do not wind up surrounded by a group of fans chanting MDK.
A lot of MDKs in the chat. And we know Josh is MDK.
Josh has been MDK, day one MDK. Nothing but big brawlers and chat callers here. True, I bet the dancing girls are MDK.
Well, the entrance is literally just Nick Gage coming out and pointing at things, declaring them MDK.
They are. Go.
But is Big Hands Johnson MDK?
Question, because we don't want a biased ref. We want a good, clean contest. We also don't want no wimp ref. Oh, I do have a quick story about how MDK Nick Gage is. Again, from last year's Mania weekend, which is just making me even sadder at Mania weekend. Or at least the collective hasn't happened yet. I was so ready for it. Mania weekend in Jersey City. This was, I think this was before the second night of Joey Janela's spring break. And as you all know, Gage wears the GCW shirts to the ring just as part of his gear.
Yeah.
So Gage comes up to the GCW merch table, and I guess whoever was working merch did not know who Gage is. So Gage is like, hey, I'm going to grab 2 of these shirts, all right? And Lay's like, all right, that's like $30 or, whatever it's going to be. And Gage just kind of looks at her, and he just goes, I own this shit, and take 2 and leave. It was either he said, I own this shit, or I built this shit. Both of which are not wrong.
Oh, certainly not.
And these suplexes out of the ring are brutal.
Oh, they always...
Oh no, we got a bat!
It's Japanese rules, so it's very much if the weapons are outside the ring, the ref doesn't give a shit.
Great, I like that rule. We should stick to that rule in America. We should have that rule. That should be the universal rule. You know, Sting was going to be offering his bat bow.
Oh.
Speaking of Sting, I showed Boomer the Shockmaster for the first time because Boomer had never seen the Shockmaster.
Oh, stunner.
Still throwing him. There's a stunner! I think I'm a little behind a lot of you. He really kicked out of a stunner.
Because he's MDK.
He's MDK.
All day.
All day. How long in the day? All day.
Oh, maybe it's Boomer Hatfield's bad.
Nah, it's totally Sting's bat. Boomer wouldn't help out in this match.
Sting's bat's black though.
Who? Batfield. Boomer Batfield. Boomer Batfield.
Boomer Batfield.
Boomer Batfield.
Known baseball pervert.
Known baseball pervert. Boomer Batfield.
Austin just straight up no selling a pile driver there.
Gary pointing out that the craziest thing about this match is just Stone Cold taking bumps. A pleased Joker driver, Stone Cold.
I mean, we all know he's the Texas rattlesnake, he's a bionic redneck, he's the toughest SOB, but is he MDK? Stunner!
Oh, is this gonna be it? It'll take 3 stunners to stop MDK? And
Certainly no shame in losing to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
then flipping it off.
So that wraps
Wow.
that.
Stone Cold said you're getting a cool 10 to 12 for the main event. Stone Cold said I don't get paid by the hour.
94.7 overall.
Ah, you're right, T-Gray. I still have to get one of those Stone Cold IPAs. I haven't tried it yet.
Which places you?
Okay. 94.7 ain't bad.
Oh, that's good.
Still an A.
So that places you.
Thank you, T-Gray. I worked really hard on
16th
it.
place.
16th. Oh.
There's a big, in like the top 10, there's a lot of people that are all very close together.
Okay. This makes sense.
So
They've got a lock on the top 10.
you're actually in between two very lovely people though. You're above Viper and below Amy Alonzi.
Aww. This is good company to be in. I beat Josh, though. Did I beat Josh Wells?
You beat Josh soundly.
Oh, I'm gonna rub it in his face.
Josh is... '34th
Ah ha ha.
with a rating of 86.6, which is still not bad by any means. But
Oh, that's a B average, you know. You didn't fail. Oh, imagine getting paid $4 million for wrestling.
oh, and we're at the end of the year, so we get our end of the year results.
We got P. Williams, the Impact champ, and Julia's the Stardom champ. So I'm already happy about that.
How many total on the list? Including Molly now, we have, that's 40. So,
Party, wow. But I didn't know it was going on for this long. That's awesome.
it's only been going on since like mid to late March.
Geez, so you've just been like pumping these out, huh, man?
Yep. We're the top promotion in the world.
Yeah! Yeah!
And that-
Figures in WWE!
And that's not including people who have had more than one go, or ones where it's just been me messing around myself and taking suggestions from the chat or whatever. So
Fuck you, Vince. Tony Khan, who?
there we go.
Sweet, what a good cap to the year, guys.
Kelly should and Everett want more money. They can absolutely have more money. Oh, we get to pick sponsors.
Definitely Prince Pepperoni.
Theirs is like the lowest amount of money though.
I'm sure.
Oh wait, no.
Well, yeah, like Prince Pepperoni, I wasn't expecting a lot.
I'm guessing so, Tigre.
It looks exactly like Little Caesars.
So that about wraps that. But there is a special way that we always finish. The chat know what I'm on about. So you see, Molly, in this game, as well as wrestling matches, you can also do shoot fights.
Oh, what?
And
I love it.
it's a tradition that we have where, to close things out, you get to pick someone to go into a shoot fight with a bear.
Oh, is Travis Huckabee in the game? Has someone already done Travis versus the Bear?
We do have Travis Huckabee.
Oh my god.
Yes, Tigray had Vanessa Craven for the bear fight. We'll finish out with 3 bear fights. We'll let Molly pick.
3 bear fights.
Then we'll do Craven, and then we'll let Molly pick another one.
Oh my god. Yeah, definitely Travis. If you've been following Chikara, any of us on Twitter, we have been trying to get Travis fight Bubbles the Bear all last year. Giant bear.
So here we go.
Oh,
Travis
there's gonna be somebody
Huckabee
left.
versus a giant bear.
Let me get a quick shot of this. Boyhood dream has come true.
What?
Oh, Travis is gonna be so mad at me.
Referee, as always, is the giant from Twin Peaks.
Okay. Oh!
And
Travis can't go against the bear.
as always, we have Chris Hero sat in the front row checking it out.
Perfect.
There is a legit dude in the front row though, it's like Chris Hero.
The bear did the giant swing. The bear is really just Cesaro in a parachute. Oh, this is everything I wanted and more.
Oh, pulls out the extra sharp claw, not enough. Bust open that iron head of Travis Huckabee. Oh, there it is again.
Oh, did you just kick Travis's arm off? Well, it is a bear, so. The bear on a losing streak. Why hasn't Chikara had a wrestling bear gimmick? Question, because we've had a wrestling chipmunk. We've had Dragon. That is a sickle.
It's not a sickle, it's just an extra sharp claw. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Because it's a part of him, it doesn't count as a weapon.
So there they go. Back and forth.
Oh, is that the end of the round?
Yeah, it's rounds.
Okay. Imagine going rounds against a bear. Whoa! That's what the bear. I almost wish this would have been my entire card, and I just would have booked people against the bear.
Kicks the bear in the ass. Oh.
Oh, you're getting up on the bear.
Wait, what?
Whoa! Travis!
Using his last bit of strength to try and make the bear tap, and it just drained him. Seemingly.
You tried to make the bear tap.
Wah, wah, wah.
Let's say you didn't do your best, Trav. But that was a bear.
Yeah. So next up, as requested by Tigre in the chat, Vanessa Craven versus a bear.
Do you want to see this? Sure.
So I didn't catch who that was that followed there, but thank you. We'll pick a different
Thank
bear
you
for
for
this
the
one.
followed.
We're going to go with a big ass panda bear for this one.
Oh, yeah. You get multiple different kinds of bears?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't just have one kind of bear, that would be silly.
that's true. You've got a good point. Oh, I do love that we gave Travis probably the most violent and dangerous of bears. The bear just wants to sleep and eat bamboo.
So who are you calling for this one, Molly?
Panda bears are usually pretty docile, so I might have Vanessa for this one.
And more to the point, if you were to fight a bear, what would your strategy be?
Oh, my strategy to fight the bear?
Hmm.
So I actually watched. So Dark Side of the Ring does like little additional 2-minute stories, and Gus Mantell told his story of how he fought a bear and his strategy to make the bear friends with him, where he would bring the bear a liter of Coke and like a payday or a Snickers bar. By the time his actual match with the bear happened, the bear thought he was just playing. Meanwhile, the rest of the wrestlers have been messing with the bear, like poking it with sticks and just being mean to it. So when the Battle Royale came around, came around, and the bear was in the Battle Royal, the bear was on Dutch Mantell's side and nobody else. I'm gonna do what Dutch Mantell did, and I'm the bear as many liters of Coke as it wants.
And that's a bold strategy, it could pay off. Well, it did pay off, you know, there's documented evidence right there.
Right, this is assuming that I'm going to have time to really grow my friendship with this bear before the match happens.
Oh, of course.
I definitely hope I don't, show up at the venue late and then don't have time to call anything with this bear. They're just going to ask me to do it on the fly. When did 4 bears maul a racist hot dog? I want to know more about that.
Oh, so we put 4 bears against Hulk Hogan?
Hell yeah. Please tell me Hulk Hogan didn't win with a big boot and a leg drop.
No, he lost in under like 2 minutes.
Ah, well. It's the fact that he still lasted almost 2 minutes against 4 bears.
Oh yeah, Chainsaw's right, he got destroyed.
Henry saying a bear versus a mountain. And then I thought we should get the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Or we could have the Hound. He's Scottish. You know, he's from Edinburgh, I'm sure.
We could get the Hound.
He used to be he was in an advert for like porridge, and he was like supposed to be like a hunk in a kilt, up on a ladder with these women looking up his kilt.
Oh, bear hug! Great that the bear does a bear hug.
Oh no!
You too, TJ.
What's open?
Oh, Vanessa is bleeding out. I wanted to see Vanessa go further in the Mae Young for sure.
And
Anyone else notice that we haven't gotten the Mae Young yet this year? We go like mini cruiserweight classes.
Vanessa got the win.
Knew you would.
And now, I guess, true main event time. So we need one more bear opponent. Molly, who you got?
Oh boy, I need one more bear opponent. Oh. Big ass panda bear. Ah, this is so... Oh boy. Oh. What else did I pick? I wanted to see Travis versus the bear so bad that now I gotta think of let's head over to the Chikara roster and see who else I can pick from there.
Okay, so I've got most of the current roster.
Okay.
There's a few of the newer names that nobody's made yet, but most of them are there.
I don't want to see Zero take the bear on.
I don't think Zero's one of them yet.
Okay.
At least that I've noticed. I could be wrong.
Oh, you know what? Crawdad. Let's pick Cajun Crawdad against the bear.
And in honesty, we're going to go a different bear for this one.
Because for those of you unfamiliar, Crawdad is a bit of a maniac who probably, under the right circumstances, actually would fight an entire bear.
So I've highlighted this person just while I try and talk up this next bear. That's obviously our Australian star there, Struth Dinkum.
Struth.
The gimmick idea I had is that he's mic'd during matches. And and would commentate on his own matches in the style of Steve Irwin.
Oh my gosh.
Zero would fight a bear, son of a Zero. I'm
sure that is Zero.
But
you know you need to tell me more about who Wayne Gritsley is.
Well, that's what I'm getting to, you see. Because our next bear is a two-sport athlete.
Yes.
Hockey playing bear Wayne Gritsley.
Is it in Islanders colours?
Well, I mean, we've got all the colours. We've got the Islanders, we've got Canada, the Rangers, and the
we
LA
have
Kings.
black ones. Oh god.
I am nothing if not meticulous with detail.
I love it. Oh, Zero, I tried to get you to fight a bear.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have a look on the workshop once I've done this, because it has been, I think, a couple of weeks since I last updated the Chikara roster in it. But I'll have a look. I know a lot of the newer names, like I think some of the Crucible were missing.
Okay.
Like some names, because I'm a bit behind, I'll admit, because you know how it is, there's so much wrestling out there. And like there's like trying to keep up with everything, but yeah, there was a few of the sort of newer names or names I wasn't familiar with, or as familiar with, missing. I think probably the newest names in there to Chikara at least were like, say, you know, yourself and Willow Nightingale.
Oh, okay. So it was, you hadn't even gotten Willow in there yet.
No, Willow's in there now. Like she's, but they're like the newest names.
Yes.
That are on there, as far as I'm aware. But without further ado, main event: Cajun Crawdad versus hockey playing bear, two-sport athlete Wayne Gritsley.
I am sorry, Crawdad, but I got my bets on the bear. Oh, you know you would have wanted to fight a bear. No, you do.
Namely, like, I would have more hockey playing bears, but for one thing, you know, if obviously I would need to go mostly fighters, and I can't think of like a bam melee pun for a bear, so.
I am just so grateful that there is a hockey playing bear. But while we're talking about getting more people into this game, definitely a lot of those Crucible guys need to get in there. We need to get to Morrison and McCoy and Devontae for sure. Mikowski's another guy that I feel like he could fight a bear and win.
Who's that, sorry?
Matt Mikowski of the Crucible.
No, I think he's one of the ones that's missing.
Yeah, that man could beat a bear for sure. That man was legit Bellator. Crucible! All the Crucible members of fight bears. True, Chainsaw's right. The Dino Chara is basically just a shaven bear.
And Crawdad's putting up a fight.
Gala probably is too, to be honest.
Who have you got, chat? Do you think Crawdad's got this, or do you think the bear wins?
I think this is a pretty even match, guys.
End of round one.
Round one. The Crawdad hitting a nice clean elbow.
Snap suplex from Crawdad into a submission.
On the bear. Yeah, Crawdad. Looking like every Crawdad match, he's got to miss a dropkick at some point.
Oh, there it is. The bear plane spin.
Oh! Airplane spin! Airplane spin! Yeah, that's gotta be a penalty for high clawing. This guy's got many after fighting calls on him by now. I think you gotta give up on the dropkick, buddy.
I mean, Tailspin's a good name as well, Chainsaw.
You sit on Boston Crab on a bear!
I should make Baloo as well, but like Baloo from Tailspin, just so I can use the theme.
Yeah. Good idea.
Where he's got like the
I like
pilot shirt in that one.
What other bears could you get in this game? Could actually get Bubbles the bear, and he's basically just a big old grizzly that happens to be named Bubbles.
I do want to make a promotion where it's all just like bear versions of wrestlers.
I love that.
Paddington, yeah, that's a great shout.
Yeah, let's get Paddington in here.
Oh, we're into round 3.
Oh, Crawdad's really holding his own against the bear. He lasted longer than Travis, Crawdad.
Oh, jeez. Like 4 arms from the bear. Winnie the Pooh's a pervert. He doesn't wear any pants.
Right. It'd be a little hard to make a character without pants.
Well, make a bear without pants.
Could make a bear without pants.
He's definitely a pervert, though.
Somebody split open, or is that just still
That
Vanessa
was
Craven?
from the second round.
Oh,
Crawdad got bust open.
oh, okay. He's feeling better in this round. His cut man got him cleaned up.
Oh! The bear catches
Who's that? Freak, stop! Somebody made Poo Jack, so it's like New Jack, but it's a bear. Oh my god!
Oh no, Pooh Jack's a thing from Hood Slam. It's literally
Oh,
New Jack,
I
but a guy dressed as Winnie the Pooh.
don't watch enough Hood Slam. I totally should because I do love Dark Sheep. I love the stuff I have seen.
I wasn't aware of it myself until Effie showed it on one of his streams the other day.
Ah, yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
heard of it. Whoa.
Crawdad gets the win.
I beat the bear. Slam is amazing. I believe Still Life wrestled Keita Hart. They went to Hood Slam. I love Keita too, so that was definitely a fun match.
Alright, so that'll about wrap it. I mean, how better a way to end it than Cajun Crawdad beating a bear?
I mean, I'm a little sad that the hockey playing bear didn't win, but like, for Crawdad, man, he fought through nearly 3 rounds against King Gritzy.
So, that'll about wrap it. Molly, where can people find you on the internet?
Easiest way to find me is Twitter. I am @_ Molly McCoy _ pretty active there. You can also find me on Chikara Action Arcade. It's on IWTV and Chikaratopia. It's every Saturday at 11 a.m.
Which is 4 p.m. UK time for those of you out there, by the way.
Thank you. 4 p.m. UK time for all of you watching from the UK.
So, yes, we are going to wrap it there. Just a reminder, we were doing this for the Philly Bailout Fund. So if you've enjoyed this, if you've tuned in, or even if you're just watching it on demand, you enjoy it and you think, oh, I want to give to them instead rather than subscribing or donating to the channel, because they need the help more than we do.
Even like $4, $5, like if you can give anything, is absolutely appreciated, and a little will go a long way.
Even if you can't, maybe share the link around or something.
Absolutely.
Maybe you'll know someone who is in a position to help, because I get it, not everyone can give right now. A lot of people are broke. I'm broke myself. But yeah, absolutely, if you can help, please do. We're going to raid the Armbar Error Society, who have just went live. They also do Fire Pro streams. It's a collective of people who run their own stuff. Very good, inclusive group of people. And yeah, so go tell them we said hello. I don't know when I'll be next on with one of these, because I don't know when the mods will be back up and running once I update the game to get the Moosecraft, but I will keep everyone posted. And yeah, so thank you everyone who tuned in. I think I needed this because it has been a tough day, and so go tell them we said hello, and catch you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.